Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your brother Shamar with Ancient Watchman. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to Monday Night Smoke, episode 51. We're gonna talk about how to fight the powers of darkness in the cosmic realms. That's what we're gonna go into because these are the secret teachings that Christ came to teach the disciples. So stay tuned. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, welcome to the live. Gather around. Yeah, everything goes on Monday nights, man. You guys know that. But welcome to the live. Yo, once again, it's your brother Shamar with Ancient Watchman. Welcome back to another edition of Monday Night Smoke, where pretty much everything goes, bro. You guys know our stands. You know that we're here to talk about false doctrines and false understandings that have been passed down for generations upon generations upon generations. Of course, when people repeat a lie over a millennia, right, over 1,000 years, what happens? That lie that was spread out as the narrative all throughout those years becomes the norm, right? It becomes the narrative that people have accepted to be true. And so whenever people like myself, like Jose Vega, and among a lot of people out there on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot, there's a lot of sons of light out there working for father and mother in order to dismantle the matrix that has enslaved humanity for thousands of years. And so my point is this: how do we fight against the gatekeepers? Because they're the ones trying to keep the same narrative. They're not. It's like they're trying to contain the waters. You guys understand? They're trying to contain the waters, not knowing that the waters is gonna come rushing down into the whole valley eventually, bro. And it's gonna be a flood, and then obviously you know who's gonna die. So and this is a cosmic battle that's been going on for thousands of years. So I'm not speaking on, strange matters that sound like sci-fi, bro. You guys know the scriptures. You guys can read the DSS scrolls. There's other scrolls like the Nahamadi. The Bible even speaks about that in the book of Daniel, when it talks about there's cosmic battles going on for throughout the ages, between the angels and the sons of darkness in the cosmic heavens, bro. It's just that we don't, like, humans don't see it, because humans see and are able to see only with their physical eyes. Why? Again, there's been a narrative being pushed out for millenniums, and that narrative is the one that people subscribe to today. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, whether you are Jehovah Witness, whether you are non-denominational, Catholic, Pentecostal, evangelical, Lutheran, bro, the list goes on. Whether it be you claim to be a Mormon, and so on and so forth. All those religions are cleaving to the lower gods that rule like the lower dimensions. That's basically what the Gnostics speak about. And one of these days, we're gonna basically go into all that in depth, most likely on a Friday night Miami. But other than that, man, welcome to life. I'm gonna share the link for brothers that want to join in. But again, welcome to live. It's your brother Shamar with Ancient Watchman. Stick around, man. We have a beautiful show once again, and obviously, we do this thing for free, bro. We're not asking you guys to donate and also stuff. Now, we had a lot of requests from a lot of you brothers out there, a lot of watchwomen, a lot of watchmen are asking us to donate. Like, they're literally begging us because they want to donate. I'm telling you, bro, I have emails, I have messages on Messenger and Facebook of brothers basically like typing in a lengthy message, be like, "Oh, yo, Shamar, we love the way you guys do the work, Jose Vega and you and the Ancient Watchmen, man. When I came to your channel, this and that and the third, bro. Like, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of messages like that, bro. And it's encouraging to hear that the things that we do, the knowledge, the information that we have shared with you guys is not going in vain. Whether you guys disagree or not, that's really not the issue here. The issue here, bro, is that there's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of understanding, there's a lot of information. You guys, we all live in the age of information, do we not? The age, the digital age, and we're walking towards the fifth, the fourth age, which is the age of the digital age, AI systems and whatnot, where machine and biology are gonna become one, so on and so forth. So we're literally living in strange days, bro. But anyways, let me show you this, bro, real quick, because as soon as I try to log in onto my Facebook, this is what happens. Now, for those who don't know, I'm blocked on Facebook for 30 days, but it says, let me see, it says, your comment goes against our community standards on spam. Now, check this out. This is, according to them, this is my comment going against the standards of Facebook. All I said is this: no wonder why cats were highly revered by Egyptians. Plus, cats are mystical animals, highly intuitive. They are a guardian system of the spirit realm. Did I say a lot? And I posted the evidence right there. I gave the link for anybody that wants to read upon it right there, and so supposedly, according to Facebook, my comment goes against community standards on spam. Like, this is not a spam, bro. This is just an answer that I gave on a post. I forgot what post was that, bro. Anyways, the point that I'm making here, bro, is, again, we're talking about how do we fight against the gatekeepers, because the gatekeepers come in various forms and shapes and entities. They can come in the form of your family, they can come in the form of your co-workers, they can come in the form of many things, bro. So, and that's not to say that you guys are supposed to, like, not talk to anybody, or separate yourselves from society. That's not what I'm saying. But just to understand, yeah, exactly, Jisha, exactly. The Book of Judas, yeah, Book of Judas. We're gonna go into the book one of these days, bro. But the Book of Judas is very deep, bro, and that's something that I will probably bring out later on, because within that book we find things like Judas Iscariot was not even a human being. He was not a human being. He was a shapeshifter. Shocking, right? I know it's crazy. Once again, a lot of this information that we're gonna continue to bring out is really gonna shock a lot of people out, and it's gonna shatter people's beliefs systems. Why? Because again, I made the statement like on our last podcast when I said that I see and I have noticed many people eating of the manna. But when people eat of the manna, people have to drop any misconceptions, any presuppositions on what you guys think about this reality and the cosmology of the gods, the things that you believe. You guys have to drop all of that before you guys even enter into the realm, right? And I'm gonna show you guys the greatest example of what I'm talking about, because a lot of people think that just because you guys eat mushrooms or the corner of heaven, aka angels food, that all of a sudden that's it. No, bro. Like it's kind of like I was watching Terrence McKenna, bro, one of the one of these very knowledgeable men out there that ate of the manna for years, bro, and his lectures are out there for anybody that want to watch it. But I was watching one this morning, bro, and in one of those lectures he was talking about that when people eat the manna, you just slicing through the apple. You're not even going deep into the seeds of the apple. So whenever you guys eat of the mushrooms, so the manna, aka angel's food, corn of heaven, aka psilocybin mushrooms, you guys are only slicing part of that apple. You guys haven't even reached the core of the apple. Now, once you guys reach the corner of the apple, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna study the seed? And if you do so, once you're there, now this is all symbology that I'm talking about. I'm all talking about symbology, spiritually speaking. I'm talking about dimensional places when I speak about the layers of the apple, right? So whenever you guys slice with a sharp knife an apple, you guys are only getting to a certain point. Now, if you continue to press down with that knife, you're gonna get to the core. Now, once you get to the core of that apple, which is the seed, now we know that the seed, within the seed itself, resides the information on how to make another apple or an apple tree. Now, you guys, now once you cross that veil, now that dimension, that depth of dimension, when you guys eat of the manna, what's going to happen is that you're going to have to ask yourself a question: where did the apple come from? Not only that, under what tree was it, and under what field? Now we're talking about dimensions within dimensions within dimensions within dimensions. That's what I'm saying. So when people eat of the manna, you guys have to drop everything that you guys think you know, and go in clean. That's the whole purpose of the manna. And when you guys do actual manna, corn of heaven ceremonies, aka psilocybin mushrooms. But anyways, so that's why I have a certain disagreements with a lot of people that even though they eat of the manna, their understanding when it comes to the Bible, it's just completely just not there, bro. Right? But anyways, we're gonna go into the whole thing. But you guys notice that even on Facebook, they're trying to just trying to quiet me down, or what? What's the big deal? Trujillo, Shalom, welcome to live, man. Welcome to live. Once again, the link is in the chat room right now for people that want to join in. Other than that, man, welcome to live. Um, um, happy Monday.
Finally.
Yeah, Rudy, exactly. Shalom, welcome to the live. Yeah, that also is, is one of those things that we have to know and be able to discern the two factions of the whole thing that began from the start during the first cosmic wars of the gods that happened way back in ancient times. In Genesis 1 and 1, prior to that, there was a battle amongst the gods to control the planet and so on and so forth. So, but we know that later on, you see the council of the 12, Elohim, aka the principalities, these archons that dwell in different dimensions, and even the ones that rule this planet, they came with the council against Mother Wisdom to call her the serpent. Now, again, the whole narrative, it was switched around. Now, I'm not saying that Isaiah 27 is referring to that. It might be referring to the clan of darkness, the other side, the left side and whatnot. But yeah, Mother Wisdom was also referred as to the ancient serpent that was teaching wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to Adam and Eve about the whole thing, um, the deception and the crafty counsel from the gods, the Elohim, aka the archons, the powers that rule this planet and different dimensions. They're the ones that plotted against humanity to enslave them completely, bro, in the mind, in the spirit, and in the soul too. That's why a lot of these gods, when you really look at the records, you will see bloodshed and genocide all throughout, left and right. Left, there's a trail, there's a trail of blood and genocide and tears of millions of humans that were killed off by these gods back in ancient times as a form of sacrifice or human sacrifice towards this god to create like some sort of agreement. And that's basically what happened. Pretty much the entire nations of the planet, they signed up an agreement to serve these gods, meaning these lower gods that are ruling this planet. Just like I asked Northern Kingdom Prophets the other night when he came on our show, talking about, that the Gnostics are not Hebrews, this and that and the third, and those books are false and whatnot. Even though within those books we can find, we're gonna go into those books in a minute, bro. See, we're gonna go into all that, bro. We're gonna read the first revelations of James right there. We're gonna go into other scriptures, bro, and then we're gonna see certain things, certain patterns. Now, let me back up a little. Let me slow down. Because I wanted everybody to digest the information, regardless whether you agree or not. The information is gonna go forward, and I know that a lot of people basically are upset or angry against the ancient watchman Ayash Jose Vega because of what we're bringing out. Basically, everybody's doctrines and belief systems are being shattered. Why? Because now there's this understanding that came forth from the caves of the Nahamadi caves over there in Egypt, in which our brothers and sisters were down there anyway. They were down there fleeing for their lives because we know what happened when you go against the status quo. You guys know what happens when you guys go against the current understanding, right? The narrative that people subscribe to today, until this very single day, right now, right? It's 8:31 Eastern Standard Time, right? And people still subscribing to these false ideologies, and they don't even want to question it. Why? Because how dare you? How are you gonna question these, bro? Because these was passed down from father to mother to son and so on and so forth. My great grandmother was doing these, and then my auntie was doing this, and my mom was doing this, and my father was doing this, and this. Then that's basically like people's excuses today, right? Um, so well, gnosis is not even exactly. Gnosis means knowledge, and the type of knowledge that we're talking about when we talk about gnosis is referring to the downloads of information given to you by Mother Wisdom herself, according to John chapter 14:26, when it talks about Christ saying, "Listen, when I go back to the Father, right, to my Father, not Yahweh, because Yahweh was not the Father of Christ." We already proved that without shadow of doubt. You guys can come against me with that. You guys can try all you guys want, but you can't do it. But anyways, let me see. Let me bring this brother out. I can't, Fabian. I can't seem to bring you out. Click the link again. Yeah, I brought that information out. Yahweh's the dragon. It's being described in the book of Psalms chapter 18 when King David describes Yahweh like a dragon with fire coming out of his fire and smoke coming out of his nostrils and fire and so on and so forth. Same thing that Leviathan is being described as. That's why we see in Isaiah 27 verse 1, in the day the Lord will punish Leviathan, the fleeing serpent. You see, so we know that the Leviathan, oh, I mean Yahweh, is being described as Leviathan in the book of Psalms chapter 18, bro. I brought this out to a lot of the Old Testament Israelites out there, aka Torah onlys, right? And nobody seems to answer the question. Just like we have brought many scriptures out as well, and we're gonna continue to bring this out regardless. So, but anyways, welcome to the library. But oh, Fabian, Shalom, welcome to the library. What's up?
Hey, Shalom. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, hey, Shalom, bro. Hey, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. Just chilling.
That's pretty good, man. That's good. Yeah, I was talking to Jose Vega. Well, like I said the message. I don't know. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, but I maybe he said to ask questions on your guys' live. So my question is, I know you guys left. I don't know if y'all left IUIC or maybe some other camp, but primarily whose calendar are y'all using to keep the feast days? Or do you have your own calendar? Hello?
Damn, what happened? They both got kicked out. No, but you brothers and sisters can hear me, right? I was hearing them, but I was busy cooking real quick.
Yo,
Yeah, you can hear me.
yeah, what's up?
Chill.
Uh, Tony Tassarian, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying, bro. If you want to talk about anything else, just click the link, bro. I don't understand what you're saying. Give me a minute. Let me bring you in. Hold on, Fabian. I'll bring you in. Hold on. Oh, I can't add you. You gotta click on re-click the link. I'm gonna send the link again. I'm gonna kick you out and bring you back in. Hold on. There you go. Uh, yeah, Yishai, I understand what you guys are saying, bro. But at the end of the day, people are worried about feast days, this and that. As a matter of fact, let me go to the scripture first, bro, because again, a lot of brothers, bro, are copying just Sumerian doctrines, bro. The whole thing about Shabbat comes from the Sumerians, first and foremost, and I can prove it right now if you would like. I want everybody to understand that I'm not coming against the Bible. I'm not coming against what do you call it, God. I'm not becoming an atheist. If you guys are asking that question within your minds, no, bro. I'm just trying to make you guys see that a lot of things that you guys believe is just complete indoctrination that goes back to thousands of years. In which, again, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, it tells you that a lot of things that you guys were following back in ancient times throughout the Mosaic law and the timelines of Moses and Joshua and everybody else and the patriarchs is referring to first dimensional carnality understanding. That's why it says in Hebrews chapter 10, it's all a shadow of things to come. Now, let's go to Colossians chapter what? Chapter 2:17, I believe. Colossians 2:17, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, bro. I'm just shooting from my head, but let me see if I'm right. Yeah, Tony, once again, bro, I'm gonna share the link. Oh, the link is already in the chat group, in the chat room right now. You can click on it if you would like. So we're not talking about any conspiracy theories, bro. Everything that we speak about is proven, bro. It's not Australia under martial law right now. Isn't that what a lot of quote unquote conspiracy theories were saying way back in 20 years ago, 15 years ago? We were all talking about all this stuff that one day the governments of the world were gonna shut down the planet and they were gonna try to institute certain laws here and there, low key, in order to enslave humanity even farther. So, I mean, what's the big deal? Tony, are you there? Yo, are you there, Tony? Yeah, everything on Earth follows moon cycles except humans. Well, humans were following the cycle of the moons perfectly way back in ancient times. The Sumerians were doing it. Um, most of the ancient civilizations were doing it all throughout. That's why they have calendars and stuff. Luni-solar calendars, just like the Mayan calendar is a luni-solar calendar. You have a calendar for the priests and you have a calendar for the regular people, so on and so forth. I think there must be one. I think there was one for the kings, but anyway, my whole point is this, bro. Uh, let's read Colossians chapter 2. Hold on, bro. Welcome to live, everybody. Welcome to live. Oh, there it is, bro. I found what I wanted. I want to show you guys this real quick. And I'm not attacking G-Shy, bro. This goes for everybody else in here still subscribing to the carnal understanding when it comes to the feast days. I again, I'm gonna get around this, bro, because there's a lot of stuff that I would like to bring out. And I mean, we still have time. Most I willing, we're still on this planet, breathing air to live for the mission and so on and so forth. But we're gonna bring a lot of information out. But one of those things that we're gonna bring out is um, how the feast days, the 7 feast days that we find in the Torah. As a matter of fact, there's actually 8 feast days, including the ones, the Purim, and I think the feast day of lights, aka like what the Hanukkah. We're gonna talk on that too. But anyways, my point is this: that all the feast days that we read in the Torah, they're all connected to the cycles of the planet and the 4 seasons of the planet throughout the year, right? Throughout the 12 months, which is divided in a quarterly fashion. There's 4 quarters, 4 quarters of 3 months each, which divides the planet exactly on a cross, which is the agreement on this planet, anyways. But anyways, that's what we're gonna go into all of that. But my point, bro, is that again, we're gonna read this, bro. We're gonna read the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 13. It says, man, fuck. Well, geopolitics is also part of the Bible, bro. You have empires fighting amongst themselves at a political battle. The Greeks did it, and it's in the Bible. The Romans did it. It's also in the Bible. The Persian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, the Egyptian Empire, they all did it. Meaning what? They were all involved in geopolitical warfare against their enemies. That's why you have captivities and warfare within the Bible itself as well. Why? Because there was a geopolitical agenda amongst the nations of the so-called quote unquote Middle East over there. That's basically what it's all about. And this is basically why we're still listening on or hearing about the Palestinians fighting for a piece of land in which they claim that's basically their father Abraham was, I guess he was buried there, and so on and so forth. And the Jews say otherwise. So that's the most piece of land fought for generations, bro, in bloodshed. So what are you talking about? The Bible is not a geopolitical book, bro. Stop it. But anyways, all right, let's go, bro. So Colossians chapter 2, verse 13, it says, 12, where is it? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. This is what I'm talking about when you guys talk about feast days and Shabbats and all sort of stuff, right? It says, therefore, do not let anyone judge you by what you eat or drink, or with regard to a religious festival, a new moon celebration, or a Shabbat day. These are a shadow of the things that were to come. You see that? So a lot of people are still in the shadows, meaning in darkness, like following all these festivities that in regards is, listen, all that, again, all the feast days that we talk about is, okay, for example, you have when Moses was commanded to celebrate the first year, the year of Abib, that was the spring day. Guess what they were celebrating? They were celebrating the return of spring, the beginning of months and the beginning of years for the nation of Israel, which symbolizes in esoteric terms the rebirth of yourself. How you as a human being, you go through the cycles of this planet, but the cycles of this planet are connected to the cycles of the cosmos and the different other dimensions. That means that just as you go through the cycles of this planet, right? Spring, summer, fall, and winter, right? Well, the same thing that you go through on this planet right here at a physical level, your soul experiences traverses through the four cosmic dimensions, um, bro, that you guys don't see. Which, as a matter of fact, the Gnostics speak about these dimensions as well. So that's basically what's going on. So again, this is why Christ said, in the gospel says, it says, um, again, verse 16, it says, therefore do not let anyone judge you by what you eat or drink. Now, I'm not saying you guys go ahead eat pork and all this other stuff. I'm not saying that. Okay, that's not the whole point. The whole point, bro, that all of that was basically just shadow. It says what you eat or drink, or with regard to a religious festival, you see, a new moon celebration or a Shabbat day, you see, these are a shadow of the things that were to come. The reality, however, is found in the anointing, you see, the Messiah, meaning the anointing, meaning the understanding. When you are baptized in the oil of anointing by the Spirit of wisdom herself, then you are given the understanding and the fullness of understanding of how things work and how, the operations of the heavens, and the mysteries that Christ was speaking about. As a matter of fact, we're gonna go into that, bro, because a lot of the mysteries that you guys read in the Bible are decoded right here, and we're gonna see what Christ said in the Gospels, bro. Watch this. I'm gonna share the link once again for brothers that want to join in. Hold on. Right, exactly. It's all about the black gold that's over there, being ruled by the Ishmaelites, and that's why a lot of the Palestinians are battling against the so-called Jewish people, because the Palestinians themselves, the Assyrians themselves, the Iraqi themselves, they know that the people living in the land right now, they're not the real Jews. Now, are there real Jews in the land right now? There are, right? There are real Jews in the land right now, but majority of them, they're not actually the people of the land. That's why there's a constant battle against them. And of course, I mean, everybody's it's all about interest of the black gold, aka the oil that's over there. That's why when George W. Bush back in the 1990-91 war, remember, you guys remember, what is it, Kuwait, when the United States invaded Kuwait under the pretenses that Saddam Hussein was basically doing all these horrible things against their own people, which is just a bunch of slander campaign. And it's all out there, bro. These are facts that I'm speaking. This is information that you guys can look at. Same thing that the United States did against Gaddafi. You guys remember Gaddafi, bro? The president of, what's his name? I forgot the land, bro. I forgot there's a country. But anyways, you guys know the story. Yeah, exactly, Jisha. So it's not saying that you're gonna be keeping the Shabbat, bro. It's just saying that you're gonna be connected cosmically with the cosmos, with Mother Earth, bro. Like literally, like when you brothers see, this is what I'm saying, bro. When people eat of the manna, bro, they think there many people are traversing through veils. When again, you're only slicing the apple. A lot of people are not even going deep into the core of the apple. And even if they go all the way down to the seed of the apple, the center of the apple, which is the seed of the apple, what are you gonna do when you get there? Are you gonna ask the hard questions when it comes to the reality of realities of realities? Because that seed that you have just entered in like when once you guys dive into depth, once you slice the apple and you go in depth into the seed of the apple, now you guys are gonna have to ask yourselves, okay, wait a minute. If I'm all the way down here in this dimension, so up here in this dimension, where did the apple come from? And then who tree bear that apple? And who planted that tree? See, you see what I'm saying? So the rabbit hole goes deeper and deeper than what people actually realize. And it's just a lot, bro. It's just a lot. See, now I get why, um like Peter, when he was taken up to the heavens and to the third heaven, I believe, like he was shown things that he wasn't even able to utter. He didn't even want to talk about it because these things were just too out there, bro. Way too out there for people to actually grasp. So Isaiah 66:23, bro, it's not literally referring to every Shabbat, every Monday. It's only telling us that in that day, like, humans will be transformed to become angelic beings, to become these ethereal bodies. And once we become into our true nature, then we're gonna be connected to, the cosmos and the actual clock of the cosmos, and so on and so forth, in the other ages and other dimensions. That's basically what is going into that. So, I mean, because we know that the kingdom of heaven is not going to be on this planet. That's basically what we're told. But Christ said it himself, like, don't nobody deceive you when someone tells you the Christ is here or over there, right? Not only that, but don't nobody's deceive you to say, well, the kingdom is over here or the kingdom is over there. What did Christ say? Yo, like, don't do that. The kingdom of God is within yourself. So, and that's a really deep message to the sons of light, bro. Because when Christ said that the kingdom of God is within you, he was saying that the godhood and the godhood of the mother lives within you. You are a God walking around, not remember who you are. That's why many people have subscribed to the shadow of things, such as the feast days, the new moons, the Shabbats, this and the third, even though that's just the schoolmaster to lead you to higher understanding in order for us to realize our connection to this planet at a quantic level. When you guys see the mana, you're becoming you're becoming like a symbiote with Mother Nature. You're connecting. That's why information is being downloaded to you guys when you guys eat of the mushrooms. Why? Because you're leaving your consciousness here in this body while you're laying down, while you're traveling into other places to learn. But anyways, this is what Christ said. Matthew 13:15. Therefore, therefore I speak to them in parables. See, this is Christ speaking to the disciples, saying that he was speaking in parables to the regular people out there. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they see not. See, same thing with our people today. We give you the information, we give you guys the understanding, and seeing the information right in front of you eyes, you guys are not able to see it. Why? Because a lot of people's eyes are waxed fat. It's not even oil anymore, but it's just fat, right? Their eyes are just blinded by this fatness in their ears, the wax in their ears, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. You see that? And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and ye shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and not perceive. You see that? Why are you guys not perceiving these matters, bro? Because you guys have blasphemed against your own mother. Yeah, we sound like what is it, broken records already, because we're telling you guys to honor your father and your mother. You guys are going against your own Torah now. See, for these people's mind, you see that the word heart in the Hebrew is labah, labab, labah, laba. For these people's heart is wax grows, and their ears are dull of hearing. You see, and their eyes they have closed. You see that? Why? Because you guys are still following the shadow of things to come, and their eyes they have closed, lest any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their mind. See that? And should be converted, and I should heal them. You see that? What's gonna be healed within yourself, bro? Your soul. Your soul, bro. According to the what is it? The secret book of Enoch, the last chapter, I think chapter 100 and beyond. When that also, bro, I'm waiting for a book. We're gonna read it together, but one of these days. But within the book, it tells you that every time people were sacrificing animals, they were basically taking a junk of their souls. That's why we read over here that once you guys understand the type of shadow that you guys been part of and the darkness that you guys been part of, you will be converted, bro, and actually heal them, meaning your soul will be healed. So, that's the reality of things. But the whole point is that Christ was speaking in parables to the regular people. And when he was not speaking parables, he was disclosing all the secret matters and the mysteries to the disciples right here, bro. And that's what we're going to go into in a minute. So stick around. Shalom. Welcome to the live. Yeah, exactly. Libya. Gaddafi was the president of Libya, bro. Beautiful brother. Beautiful human being, bro. Helping out his own people.
And you're not thinking right now. You're following orders. You're not thinking for yourself. You're not in touch with your soul. Because if you were, you would take that bullshit off and you would breathe freely, which is the number one form of nutrition. And if you don't have proper oxygen, you can't have cognitive function. And if you can't think right, you're easily pushed around and controlled and manipulated.
Yo, Job Issachar, are you there, bro? Welcome to live. Uh, you there, bro? Shalom, welcome to the live.
Shalom. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, bro. What's up? Welcome to the live.
Shalom, man. Hey, first off, I'd like to give all praise to the Most High. You guys um, kind of keeping the torch stable when we're trying to fight through this lies of the Canaanites. I remember I was on your show last, and I was defending these people. And with everybody saying, including you, I had a feeling, kind of like I was in the same predicament as you, Ayash. I was a studier of the Bible. I was part of the church. I was, doing food ministries. What else did I do? Outreaches. And I set up the chairs and did everything like pretty much the same thing you did. And I remember I was in church and I was maybe 19, 20 years old. I had gotten married and, I messed up, made a lot of mistakes. And I remember asking myself, who are the Israelites? And I remember that question was in back of my mind, um, like for a long, long time, and I just didn't know who they were. And then when you go to ask the pastor, the church, they say, "Oh, those guys are long gone, man. Man, where did you read about that?" And so I read it in the Bible, man. So, 12 tribes of Israel. Who are they? Children of Israel. Who are they? Oh man, they kind of blushed it underneath the rug. And then I was going to college at the time, and I was doing research on the Temple Garden, and the four abbreviations of Yahweh and all that other stuff. And I go to bring it up to the pastor, and the pastor looks at you stunned, like, "How in the hell you know this information, man? How do you know this? I mean, the look in his face was it was just mind boggling. Because why would you get offended? Why would you look at me that way? You know what I mean? And so I end up typing in Mexicans and blacks, and lo and behold, the Israelites popped up, and I didn't hear about you guys until maybe um, maybe about 8 or 9 months in, man. In the truth, and everything sounded awesome. And my spirit was bearing witness to a lot of the scriptures that we're saying, and but I remember telling my son before we started talking about the Israelites. I said, "Can you imagine God, man? Glowing. His feet are freaking on fire, man. He's got glowing feet, and then a sword coming out of his mouth. Can you imagine that?" And I had that imprinted in my head, and then we hear the precepts. What does brass look like in the furnace? You know, it turns black, turns black. You know, and remembering, about how metal works, the mechanics behind it and everything, it just didn't seem right. And then when I ran into you guys, um, it's kind of like, when we first got um, in this whole ordeal with church, you just want to hear the good news. You know what I'm saying? You just want to hear the good news. The good news, the good news. And when I was with this whole just understanding this whole Israelite thing, I ran to a couple snacks, just but the whole, you know, uh, God's complexion and everything else, and I wasn't really trying to let it bother me too much, and that's why I came to your channel, to debate the cause. But to be quite honest with you, I've noticed for myself, I just wasn't feeling right teaching. My spirit wasn't feeling right teaching this truth, or this so-called truth, and I just took a separation, um, just learning by myself. And a lot of the information you guys have brought up, bro, remember, I think we talked about this before, that a lot of the information shows that we're the Judites in the Bible. And but I just couldn't bring myself to say it. I was afraid that I could be misleading the people and etc. So I just kind of kept it to myself. And after researching everything, I'm like, God damn, this is fucking bullshit, man. I've been fucking lied to again. I'm so fucking pissed off. And now I'm doing damage control. My wife, my children, they know the Negroes as the Judites. And now I have to teach them that we are the Judites. We are the people of the Bible. These people were here before us, and this is how this all happened. You know, and I asked for permission from the Ancient Watchmen to use some of your video content because your video content was spot on, and there's no other way I would make it any other way than the way you made it. You know what I mean? I think your presentation, the facts you present is unrefutable, and um, and I appreciate you, brothers. Being out there for us. Even though a lot of brothers won't tell you, I have no problem, telling that I learned from the ancient watchmen. You know, and they tell me, you know what, you guys, you sound just like the ancient watchmen, man. Everything that you say sounds like the ancient watchmen. I don't want to put myself in your position, but if they want to consider me that, hey, it's an honor. But you guys started this whole thing, man, and I have to, give honor what honors due, and you guys never blocked me. Um, you guys never disrespected me, and I appreciate that. Um, you know, compared to other brothers out there, and I just want to thank you guys, out there that are listening, bro. You know, and I don't want you to think that you're doing this for nothing because you're not.
Yeah,
That's
man.
why I want. That's what I want to tell you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for your kind words. But the truth is that we've bumped into a lot of people that have helped along the way. It's not just me and Shamar. Like there are a lot of brothers that me and Shamar talk to in group chats or on Facebook, whatever the case may be. And we have a lot of young brothers out there putting in work. Reading books. Getting into the artifacts. You know, that's what
Yeah,
we encourage people, brothers and sisters, to do. To do their own research, to do their own work. We could just plant seeds all day long, and like you just
And
said,
can I say one more thing to you guys?
yeah, go ahead.
Um, if there's anything you guys need to get out about me, just go and get it out now. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure I probably ruffled your guys' feathers or whatever it is. I'd rather just get it out now, bro. You know what I mean? And be clear with it. Um, I'm just here to wake my people up, just like you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. And if we can understand that, then if you guys want to hammer at me, I'm a big boy. I'll be hammered. Go ahead, and if you guys need to say anything to me, you know I'm open.
um, can you brothers hear me or no?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Well, first and foremost, man, we just want to give thanks to
Barely, bro. Barely hear you, bro.
hold on. Um, I don't know. You might want to come back in again, but what I wanted to say in response to what Brother Job Issachar was saying, um, he is one of the many examples that we always keep saying, because when we started battling against a lot of these doctrines and Negroites on the boards, first and foremost, way before the Ancient Watchman was even a movement. And obviously, later on we came together with Vega, and then I decided to create the Ancient Watchman, a platform so that we can drop lessons. And then later on it was Jose Vega's ideas to so that we could do to start doing podcasts like the ones we're having right now on Mondays, and so on and so forth. And then later on people requested to do Friday, and so that's why we're here. But yeah, I mean, it's not been in vain, and there's a lot of brothers and sisters that have taken into their hands to research the information that we brought out. Just like Juana brought out a lot of information, just like many sisters, many women out there, bro, powerful women out there that I could remember, bro, that have left a lot of these camps and ideologies. And so many people are the greatest example. You guys are your own example of when we brought this out to the people, and people were opposing us, calling us demons, bug outs, heathens, and agents and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I said it, bro, and I always keep saying it, bro. Bro, you guys are going to learn the hard way, and then there's gonna come a time where you guys are going to come back and be like, you know what, Yash or Jose Vega, you guys were right about this and that and the third. And so I'm saying this not out of boasting. Okay. I'm saying this as an example for everybody else, because there's been many people like brother Issachar is over here. And honestly, I have nothing to say to you, brother. At the end of the day, we're just planting the seeds in people's minds so that people can actually wake up really. We're not out here to confuse people. We're not out here to, make you an atheist and so on and so forth, bro. No, we're here to teach you on how to question the narrative, and also on how to test the spiritual beings that have blind to humanity. And so, again, yeah, myself, just like everybody else in this panel or on the chat group right now, people who are watching and are going to watch later on, many people who come from different backgrounds. For example, myself, I come from a Catholic background. Even when I was little, bro, I used to have I was very intuitive when I was little. I had a gift. I had the gift of divination way back in the day, bro. I used to divine people's locations and what they were wearing and so on and so forth. Long story short, bro. Um, but the whole point, bro, is that we learn. We learned that the things that we're part of could be lies. And so I started seeing certain things from the Catholic Church. I started reading, bro, a lot of, I don't know if you guys remember the chick publications way back in the day. And I began to research about the Catholic Church. Then after that, I left that. I went into Christianity. I became a leader within the Christian church, worship leader. And then from that, I started seeing things too that were off, so on and so forth. That's when I began to call myself a Jew or a Levite way back in the day, because I knew I was even keeping the Shabbat. And, I stopped eating pork, bro, without having knowledge of a lot of these scams. That's why I'm saying that there's a lot of people out there, so-called Hispanics and natives, that they're claiming to be Jews or claiming to be Israelites without the knowledge or without them being part of any camps at all. And there's many people like that out there. And so I come to realize that even that movement, the so-called BHI community, it was founded under lies and so on and so forth. And so my point, bro, is that in order for us to be born again, Christ invited us that we must be born again in order to enter into the kingdom. Now, where is this kingdom at? It's within yourself. So for you to have access to the powers that rely within yourself, you guys have to drop all the keys that you think is going to open that door for you to enter into the chamber. You guys got to drop all those keys. Those keys do not function. That's why we read it earlier in the book of Colossians chapter 2, that a lot of the things that people are following even until this very day is just a shadow of the things that we're going to come after, which is the higher understanding, the esoteric meaning when it comes to the man, the mind, the temple, the freedom of the soul, the liberation of the soul and the spirit, and you awakening to who you really are. Just like Christ says, like, yo, you guys are busy over here fighting about walls and bricks and the kingdom on this planet, when the kingdom already lies within yourselves. So unless we know ourselves and who we are, and in order to even get to that point, you guys have to go through the process of rebirth first. And we know that going back to rebirth, it's a painful event. Why? Because now you're gonna have to go through your mind and access your mind and be like, wait a minute, this information, it was given to me, it was passed down to me by a generation of my grandpa, my grandma, my mom, and so on and so forth. Why do I have this knowledge? And then you guys begin to question it, just like the scripture says in 1 John chapter 4. Test all the spirits, because not all the spirits that come from quote unquote God are the spirits of God, right? There are many spirits, bro, out there that are deceiving the people. Just like we have the council of deception of Yahweh way back in ancient times, sending lying prophets unto the people, lying prophets unto the nation of Israel, to deceive the entire nation. And so that's where we are right now. We're here, bro, um, working hard to destroy the old foundation, the narrative that's being pushed out as truth. And I told you guys from the beginning, if you guys are able to repeat a lie for the past 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years, that lie that you just spread it out through every nation on the planet, through the various gods and the angels and the guardians and the principalities that rule every kingdom on this planet, then you guys will know the operations that are taking place at a spiritual level. And this is why we're gonna go into later on about how can we defeat the archons, bro. How can we defeat these powers that be that are ruling this planet, right? Because they control this planet, they control the nations of the world, they control the armies of the world, and so on and so forth. So in reality, you guys can do a thing about it when it comes to the physical part of it, but we can definitely do damage within the spiritual realms if you guys are ready to battle. So it's that part of the thing that people are not gonna be ready for it, bro. Why? Because people are still carnally minded, bro. A lot of people are afraid of mosquitoes and flies and bees, bro. Like, you guys are afraid of bees. Imagine if you're able to see like a multi-dimensional being trying to get you, bro. Like, it's serious, bro. It's just serious stuff. But brother, it's a card. Thanks for coming on the show, bro. Thanks for sharing words of encouragement. Thank you for your words. And once again, bro, this is the product of the things that Mother Wisdom has given us to share with everybody else, bro. Right? Is we're just the conductors, bro. We're just the messengers. That's all we are. The messengers. We are the angels. Spreading the message. What is an angel? An angel is just a messenger of the gods. So that's why when you guys watch our program on Wednesdays, I named it. I named the programs on Wednesdays the messenger of the gods. Why? Because Wednesday is symbolized by Mercury. Mercury is the fastest planet in the solar system. And back in ancient times, in the mythology of the Greeks, Mercury was one of the messenger of the gods. So we're just messengers, bro. And a lot of people, they get angry and upset with the messengers, bro, because sometimes the messengers, come with the message that you guys don't want to hear. It goes against your values, it goes against your quote unquote belief systems, and so on and so forth. And that's why you guys oppose us. And this is why you have the Pharisees opposing against Christ all throughout the New Testament, bro. Always plotting against Christ because his teachings, according to them, were off. He was a bug out. He was a prince of the demons, according to the Pharisees, aka Beelzebub. And they call him all sorts of names, bro. Blasphemer, and so on and so forth. And that's what we get, bro. So for brothers that want to speak about these matters, bro, and be bold to speak the truth, go for it, bro. You're in great company, bro. So if they did it to Christ, imagine what they're gonna do to the rest of us, bro. So
You know, I heard you talk about Northern Kingdom earlier. You know what show he's been going on a few times now, right?
no.
Uh, the YouTube channel is the New Kingdom of Israel. You know who's the host of that chat of that channel is?
No.
Your old partner from SOS, Jay, whatever his name was.
Yo. Oh man, for real. Bro, that
Yeah,
dude,
I seen all the clip on
bro,
his
that
channel
that
like
dude,
3 or 4 times.
that dude has my channel, bro, and he locked me out on my own channel, bro. That's why he has my old teachings are there, bro, on his channel. But whatever. Uh, I mean, it is what it is. The brother knows where we are. They can come over here and talk to us, and so on and so forth. It's not like we're not gonna allow him to talk, you know.
Yeah, but you know, years ago he unfriended us on Facebook and everything like that. He would even have a conversation with us even back then. I don't think anything's changed. You know, people. You know, some people are just locked into that one West doctrine, and they're not going to hear anything else.
Yeah, like I said, bro, a lot of people are still walking through the shadow. Just like Colossians chapter 2, verse 16 and 17 is clear as day. Those are the things that were just a shadow of good things to come later on, which is the higher understanding of all those things that you guys read of in the Torah, bro. So-called feast days and the Shabbats, the true rest within your soul, in the mind, blah, 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 blah. You guys get the whole point, bro.
Malaysia's former Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, said that the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPPA, is a New World Order strategy by a powerful pact of people led by the US to dominate the world economy. Speaking at the international conference titled New World Order, Recipe for Peace or War, organized by the Perdana Global Peace Foundation, Dr. Mahathir said globalization and borderless trade are being used to establish a one-world government.
Basically, it is about having a world government. We should abolish all states, all nations, all borders, but instead have only one world government. And that world government is to be by certain people, elites, people who are very rich, very intelligent, very powerful in many ways. They are the ones who will govern the world. There was not much talk about democracy or choice of leaders. Instead, there was to be a government by these elites who will impose their rules on everyone in this world. And for those who are unwilling to submit to them, there will be punishment. And the peace that we will get from this is the peace of the graveyard, because the intention also is to reduce the number of people in this world. At the time when the New World Order was enunciated, the population of this world was only 3 billion. The intention was to reduce it to 1 billion. Now the population of the world is 7 billion. There will be a need to kill many billions of people, or to starve them to death, or to prevent them from giving birth, in order to reduce the population of this world.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Um, yeah, that's basically what. Again, it's not a conspiracy theory, bro. This video that I show you guys dates back to 2015, bro. Right? That's 7 years ago. Now, you think that from 7 years ago until this very day, right now in 2021, bro, they have not been planning their takeover over the planet? They have. This is why we have all the shutdowns all throughout the world, the so-called quarantine that happened worldwide, the worldwide event, aka the pandemic, right? It's a pandemic. Uh, so again, for the Torah onlys, the whole thing about revelations and the new world order and establishment, of, of these and global empire, bro, is right there. We are witnessing the very first stages of that event that eventually is gonna take over the entire planet, bro. And that's why you have a lot of people that are they're saying that the world. I'm not sure if just it's only the United States, but I think it's also part of the world is gonna go through a dark winter. Now we spoke about this before. Even Joe Biden mentioned something about the dark winter, right? That the United States was gonna go through. Not only that, but we know that the other nations are drunk from the wine of Babylon, right? And we know that they follow their ideologies of this place. Well, what's going to happen to the rest of the world? Well, they're going to do the same thing. Now, where is it at? Where is that scripture at? Uh, so the world order, bro. It's a real fact. It's a real thing. It's not a conspiracy theory, bro. This is an event that is taken, at least 2,000 years in the making, and they're still not being able to fully establish their control on this planet. But it's going to come eventually, bro. I mean, everybody's seeing the experiment in Australia. This is why one of our videos got shut down and reinstated back into our channel. But the whole point, bro, is that they took that down because we were bringing a lot of information, like facts, at least video facts, when it comes to the things that are going on in Australia, the shutdown, the martial law. That's just right there. That's the experiment, bro. But eventually, just like we read in the book of Second Esdras in the Apocrypha, the wings of the eagle is going to spread to the west and to the eastern hemisphere on this planet. So there's really nowhere to run. But my point, bro, is that we all have to be ready, bro. Like there's a lot of websites out there that you guys can buy food that will last you for like like 2 3 years, bro. Right? There's things out there for you to defend yourselves. Now, I'm not prophesying of anything, bro. Okay, I'm not prophesying, but there's a lot of cargo ships that are not landing, and they're not being unloaded by the United States. So there's a lot of food shortages supposedly coming to you know coming into we a lot of people are gonna witness food shortages, bro. I don't know if it's gonna be worldwide or it's gonna be a few months. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. But a lot of people are speaking about these things, bro. So you guys can research that and find out for yourselves. Yeah, right there, bro. So you guys witness like an actual video of these cargo ships that have food, that has uh, many things that society needs to survive and whatnot. So all those things, bro, they're being held. Now, what's going on, bro? And you have other videos, bro. You have other ranchers out there throughout the United States saying that the government has come and knock on their doors to basically destroy all their crops. So for what is the purpose of the government taking over these ranchers, bro? That if they don't destroy their crops, like they're not gonna help them out later on. So a lot of these ranchers are being forced to destroy their own crops. Why? Because we know that, listen, bro, we know that if a society ceases to work at a government level, what's gonna happen? The people are gonna go, to the other people, to your neighbors, and you guys are gonna start trading, and you guys are gonna start, doing what the people of ancient times used to do: grow your own plants, grow your own food, this and that and the third. And that's exactly why the government did that. Because if God forbid, we go into a dark winter, and when the real winter comes to the United States, God forbid, bro, if we go through a dark winter, when I said dark winter, I'm talking about food shortages, no electricity, so on and so forth, bro. What's gonna happen? People are gonna go to ranch and buy food and milk and meats without the government, without taxation, and so on and so forth. So they're trying to control this whole system, bro. It's been in the making for years. So this whole information coming out is not new. There's a lot of information out there. Rex 82. You have what is it called? Codex Alimentarius, which is another quote unquote conspiracy, which is really not a conspiracy. The governments of the world, they're trying to divide the planet into sections and colors, and that's why they have been passing laws against people that are growing their own crops in your own homes. It's illegal for you to do that. It's illegal for you to gather in some places water from the heaven. Why? We know that. Well, we know why, because they're putting nanoparticles in the sky, and the government doesn't want people to drink that because it's basically poison to yourself. so they don't want to get discovered. But, you know, but it's all out there, bro. It's not. Yep, yep. Acts 2:20. The sun shall be turned into darkness. The sun symbolizes knowledge, and the moon into blood. Again, we know that the moon is like the feminine aspect. So, you know, the moon, like, which is wisdom, will go in through pains, meaning what? The pains that the woman goes through when she's menstruating, which is what? Pains of what? Persecution, bro. The sons of light that carry the light of wisdom, which is the sun with the light of the moon, right? Because the moon is gonna turn to blood, which is blood is suffering, contractions, or, you know, whatever. Well, that's basically the bloodshed that's gonna be shared when the persecution begins, because of the wise men out there, bro, the priests, the shamans, and so on and so forth, bro. And a lot of people that are bringing this information out. It's not just us. Again, there's a lot of people out there. So that's basically what is going into that. The sun, which should turn into darkness, the knowledge will be shut down, right? That's exactly what they're trying to do, bro. They do that on Facebook. I show you guys in the very beginning of this class how the like Facebook is trying to say that, oh, I'm going against the guidelines of Facebook. I'm not, but I'm still blocked for 30 days. You know, I think I have 20 days left. But the gatekeepers, bro, that's basically the whole thing. How do we fight against the gatekeepers? No problem, bro. Welcome. You know, thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for sharing your words, bro. I appreciate it. Hopefully, more people again are able to, you know, cross the veil and understand what is going on, bro. In all levels, bro. Religion, your psychic, your biology, your mind. There's just a lot of stuff, bro. Like, it's just tons of things, bro, that we can talk about. But um, but I know, bro. Sometimes I get a little discouraged because, you know, a lot of people are coming against us. But I understand that it's meant to happen, bro, because they did it to Christ, they did it to the disciples, and, you know, I'm not surprised that that happens to us a lot. But we're gonna be here, bro, regardless. What's up, sis? Hey, welcome to live. Yeah, whenever Lex is ready for us, we can again come back onto Lex's channel and talk about stuff, because there's really a lot of stuff that we can talk about. And from our side, aka the Ancient Watchman, Jose Vega and myself, and the community that follows the Ancient Watchman, we're not racist against nobody. We're not inciting violence against nobody. What we're telling everybody else is to drop their false doctrines and main understandings that began way back in the 1960s, when a lot of African Americans were lied and deceived by the Jewish men way back in the days, beginning from the commandment keepers all the way down to the old school of ISUPK, right? Because that's basically where everything begins, and all the divisions of the camps, the one West camps and stuff. But at the end of the day, a lot of these brothers are not Shemitic Hebrew Israelites. They're Hamitic tribes that were snatched up from West Africa, bro, and they had their great civilizations, bro. All the people in Africa, they're beautiful people. They have their own uniqueness to them, and because of the religions that the so-called African Americans has come to know on the place where they were brought to, they learn these ways that were not their ways. This is why you have a lot of Africans like Tasada, like well, you have Tasaria from the ISUPK hating on Africans and so on and so forth, even though they're Africans themselves. So it's like, what's the point? Our point, our goal is to reteach the African American communities that they're not Hebrew Israelites and that they must connect back to their motherland to understand the roots so that they can free themselves and their minds from the deception that they've learned on this place, aka Babylon the Great. So that's basically the goal. So no, we're not racist. Just like that's just a slander campaign that was started by a lot of these brothers within these scams because we're exposing their lies. That's pretty much it. So, but yeah, whenever Lex wants to bring us back into his channel, why not? Shalom, sis. Exactly. What's a pianist? A pianist is someone that is knowledgeable into being a piano player. A racist is someone that is aware of the value of that person's race and culture. That's basically what a racist is. A racist or a pianist is someone that is knowledgeable in the playing of the piano instrument. A racist is someone that has knowledge of his own culture to defend it, right? That's basically what it boils down to. So, according to them, we're racist because we're defending the Native American culture and how a lot of these brothers within the African American community are lying to themselves, saying that they're the real Native Americans when in fact they are not. So that's basically it. All right, we're gonna read into the testimony of truth. Now I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with spiritual ears. You see that? This is why when we bring this out, this message is not for everybody. Okay? This message is not for everybody. I understand that. And that's okay. You guys shouldn't feel bad if you guys want to bash me, you guys want to speak evil against me because of the things that I'm bringing out. That's also fine because at the end of the day, uh, bro, the information is there. The like the judgment of the matter is right there. We all have heard the first matter of the things, right? The narrative that everybody's subscribes to. Oh, you know, Genesis story, God created the world in 7 days, and so on and so forth. And God said, "Let us create man in our image, after our likeness." And all of a sudden, there was female and males, and bro, everybody's follows the narrative of the ark of Noah and the animals. Bro, it's again, there's just a lot of depth into a lot of the things that we read of when it comes to the scriptures, bro. It's not all literal. It also has to do with the esoteric knowledge behind the things that we read about, right? It's all about when you really, it all boils down to one aspect of the book of the Bible is majorly an astrological book that has to do with the times and ages at a cosmic levels. Okay, we're not now we know that within the Bible we can see historical records when it comes to ancient civilizations like the Assyrians, Egyptians, certain names of the pharaohs, Alexander the Great, and so on and so forth, but all spoken in parables, right? But it's still there. But beyond that historical aspects of the Bible, there's also aspects that a lot of people have not come to understand. Why? Because of the brainwashing of indoctrination that's been going on for thousands of years. And this is why we're saying I would like to read this out to you guys, the testimony of truth. Now, I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with spiritual ears and not with their physical ones. You see that? See that? So that's basically the message. This message is not geared towards your physical self or your mind. No, this message goes deeper into the soul to shake up the soul and awaken what's within, right? Now I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with the spiritual ears and not with their physical ones. For many have sought for the truth. You see that? Many have sought for the truth, bro, including many of you that are in here. All of us, right? Everybody's supposed to be in search of the truth, bro. You guys shouldn't just be believing stuff without actually questioning and testing the spirits. That's what you guys are commanded to do in the book of First John chapter 4 verse 1. For many have sought for the truth but have not been able to find it because they're all leaven. You see why? Because of the old leaven. Now we read in the scriptures, right? You guys love the New Testament too. Well, we're gonna go to the New Testament as well, and we're gonna see what Christ said about when people read the Bible. This is basically what's going on when you guys read your Bibles. This is what's going on with majority of people that are still into this level of understanding when it comes to the Bible. Now, this is what we read in First Corinthians. Where's Second Corinthians? I think it's Second Corinthians chapter 3. Corinthians 3:15. Let's see. Welcome to the live. Exactly, bro. The way of the wicked is as darkness. That's why people still follow the shadow of the law. That's why you guys still following the feast days, and you guys are worrying about the moon days, and you guys are still fighting about this calendar and this other calendar and whatever the light, right? It's all gonna come together, bro, at the end of this age anyway. So regardless if you say, oh, the moon day is, the Shabbat is this day, and the feast day of this comes in this day, that's fine, bro. But again, if we're not able to understand like the other matters which are more important than those things, the things that you guys are doing is pointless. You first gotta understand who you are before you guys go into all of that. But anyways, 2 Corinthians 3:15. But even to this day, when Moses is read, you see, when you guys read the Torah, a veil. What is a veil? A veil is basically something that covers your eyes, so you guys are in darkness. So it says a veil, meaning darkness, lies on their mind. See that? See, there's darkness on your mind. Why? Because you guys still subscribing to these gods, to these ideologies, and so on and so forth. And we're gonna read it right here, bro. It says, now I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with the spiritual ears and not with their physical ones. See, for many, who are the many? The ones that are reading the Moses, see? But unto this day, see? When Moses is read, I mean, what is Moses? The Mosaic law, which is what? The Torah. When the Torah is read, a veil lies on their minds. For many, see? For many have sought for the truth, but have not been able to find it because they're all leaven of the Pharisees and scribes of the law. You see that? The law that has blinded you guys into following bloody commandments. You guys are trying to kill your own children. You guys are trying to stone unrighteously, and so on and so forth. You guys are quick to shed the blood of the innocent and whatnot, right? Like many have accused me of a lot of stuff, but whatever. But it says, for many have sought for the truth, but have not been able to find it, because they're all leaven. See, they're all leaven. Moses, the Torah. Why? Because we know that the Torah is not perfect, bro. As much as you guys want to read in the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 7, or 19, verse 7, when it says the law is perfect. How can the law be perfect? Yet we have and many aspects of it that is not, that we have brought up many, many, many times. And we have many of you on record saying that you are willing to take another, your own children's lives for these 11. These 11. What is all 11? See that? The all 11 of the Pharisees and scribes of the law has overcome them, you see, by, quote, leaven, end quote, is meant desire for the error of the angels. You see that? Demons and stars. You see, that's what you guys follow. Why? Because this leaven, this knowledge, this understanding that was brought forth in the form of books way back in ancient times was the narrative that the gods of this planet and the rulers of this planet, they were trying to portray onto the planet at a collective level. That's why you guys still subscribe to these ideologies, and this is why I love 2 Corinthians 3:15. Even to this day, when the Torah is read, a veil covers their minds. Now, you see, a veil. What is a veil, bro? What is? Let's look it up. What is a veil? See, a veil is a thing that serves to cover, conceal, or disguise. See, there's a layer, bro. There's a mantle upon your minds. That's why you guys don't understand a lot of stuff. Ben Cuevas, Shalom, man, welcome to live. It's been a long time, and I hope you're doing great. I seen your stories on Facebook, bro. You're traveling. You went to Texas, and it looks beautiful, bro. But hope you're doing well, bro. I know that you and I had a conversation, a very private conversation, a while back ago. I hope you guys still doing great when it comes to the decision that you made. But welcome to live, bro. What's up? Welcome to live. But anyways, let's go back. So the leaven, bro, is the Torah that it's only the shadow of the things that were to come later on when Christ exposed the mysteries and the secrets unto the disciples, and the disciples kept them to themselves. That's why we have the Nahamadi. That's why when you have Northern Kingdom prophets coming on the show, it's like, oh, the Gnostic writings, they're not Hebrews, but we have, Gospel of Thomas, Gospel of John, Gospel of Judas, and James, and so on and so forth, bro. By leaven is meant desire for the error of the angels. You see that? That's why Jose Vega made a sad statement earlier, saying that even after people see the truth, bro, they're still gonna subscribe to these One West ideologies. Why, bro? Why is it that? Because their minds are seared with the hot iron, bro. And that's also one of my other favorite scriptures, bro. So, in other words, bro, the battle is in the mind. It begins in the mind first and foremost. So, First Timothy 4:2, it says, speaking lies in hypocrisy. Do you see that? Speaking lies in hypocrisy. Just like a lot of these scams are speaking a lot of lies in hypocrisy, bro. Claiming to follow the Torah and also stuff, bro. When it comes down to it, it's all lies. Why? Because they follow their father, the devil, which we know according to John 8. Christ said that the God of the Jews back 2,000 years ago was the God of the ruler of this world, which was he operated in lies and deception, just like the council of Yahweh back in the Old Testament when he sent lying spirits unto the people. See, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with the hot iron. You see, that's why their minds, bro, they're basically sealed up with the hot iron, bro. Yeah, no problem, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Anybody that wants to talk about stuff, you guys can call me, bro, and we can talk about stuff. The things that you guys share with me, stay with me, bro. I'm not like one of these unfaithful, unloyal people out there like these Torah onlys that pretend, that they follow the Torah when they don't, bro. But anyways, yeah, he claims to be a Canaanite, so I don't know what the big deal is, Jeremiah. I don't know why you're crying about if Lex himself claims to be a Canaanite himself. So I don't know what your point was, bro, but whatever. I mean, let's go back to the scriptures. It says, by 11 is meant desire for the error of the angels. See why? Because the Torah was given by angels, demons. You see, and stars. What is the stars? See, the sexual desire is inspired by demonic forces whose ruler is the archon of darkness, the creator. See, which is exactly what we read in the Torah. We read laws pertaining to rape, right? Laws pertaining to rape. Why? Because a lot of these demons, fallen angels, and stars, basically were demons um, that were inspiring um, feelings and desires of rape onto humanity. See, that's what they do. By 11 is men desire for the error of the angels, demons, and stars. As for the Pharisees and scribes, they belong to the archons who have authority over them. You see that? A lot of you brothers out there, you have been taken over and enslaved within your mind to be the slaves of these gods, bro. That's why a lot of brothers are out here just complaining about Ayash for bringing this out to the community, saying that I'm off, that I'm a witch, that I'm all this other stuff, bro. Whatever they like, right? That's basically the slander campaign. But again, as for the Pharisees and scribes, who were the Pharisees and scribes? They're the ones that basically going against Christ's teachings, accusing him of many, 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 many things, conspiring against him to kill him, and so on and so forth. Well, exactly how you guys act out there on Facebook in real life, where you guys are really trying to harm me. You guys remember? But you guys don't measure your own consequences, because all that energy you guys are playing, bro, is only gonna bounce back to you guys. That's why you have a lot of brothers out there coming to our channel to apologize for the things that they've done against us, against me, talking all this crap, all this slanderous campaign against me. That's basically what's been going on. You have Angel Ramos, his wife committed adultery, right? And now they're broken up. But I just remember not two years ago, when you have Angel Ramos and everybody else attacking me, making fun of me because I was homeless and I was living in my van back in the day, and so on and so forth. Bro, I didn't desire no harm against them. Guess what? Harm came against them regardless. Why? Because I have nothing wrong against any of you. See? And that's what happens, bro. But again, these brothers, I want to say that they keep the Torah, yet Angel Ramos, his wife, committed adultery. What is the penalty against adultery according to the Torah, Angel Ramos? Are you actually willing to go through that? See, these Zeus are not gonna do nothing, bro, because they don't really love their own Torah. First and foremost, Zechariah chapter 12, verse 7, when it talks about the tents of Judah shall be saved at first, that the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify against the house of David. It's not talking about what you're saying, brother. That scripture is referring to the pre-invasion of the Babylonians onto the Judites, the city of Zion, that was later destroyed by the Babylonians, burned up and all, bro. So a lot of the Judites had to be saved out first. They had to be taken to Babylon to be preserved, because the bloodlines of the Messiah had to come from one of the sons of Judah. So they went into captivity. So yeah, and then later on they got free and went back to Jerusalem, after 70 years. But that's not talking about the so-called Negroes waking up first, bro. Because at the end of the day, once again, we have brought all this information regarding the movement of South American tribes that began waking up way before the so-called African Americans on this side of the world, going back to the 1950s, bro. That's when you have a lot of Hispanics, Native Indigenous tribes waking up in South America prior to you African Americans even being part of any camp. You guys were learning under the white men. I brought this information out in one of our lessons, bro. You guys need to stop that. It's like you guys don't want to like face the facts. Why you guys are afraid of the facts? Huh? Yo, you guys see these zombies, bro? Promoting the vaccine as is some sort of joke when people, a lot of people have died, right? But you have these brainwashed dummies out there, like, you know, that dude, uh, promoting vaccination, so on and so forth. When the facts are out there, bro. I don't want to talk about that, bro, because you know our videos are being taken down because we're speaking about that stuff, bro, and people don't like it. They don't like the truth. They don't like the truth, bro. They hate the truth, right? They hate you guys. Hate the truth. A lot of people hate the truth, bro. But anyways, yeah, I'll look into that in a minute, bro. Just give me a minute. Uh, yeah. So the leaven, bro, was the desire and the error of the angels, bro, that our people were following back in the day. Demons and stars. You see that demons and the people that were the demons that were into lust, like Asmodeus, the demon that we read of in the apocrypha book in the book of Tobit. Remember, you guys remember that story? So that's basically what our people were following. The error of the angels. You see that? The error of the angels. Demons and stars. You see? That's what our people follow, bro. This is the testimony of the spirit of truth right now. Right here, bro. We're gonna continue to go down in a minute, bro. I want you to guys digest the small piece of what I just read, bro. All right, man. So again, now I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with spiritual ears and not with their physical ones. For many have sought for the truth but have not been able to find it. And you guys know why? Because every time they read the Torah, there is a veil of darkness upon their minds because they're all leaven of the Pharisees and scribes of the law. See, the leaven of the law. Why is there leaven on the law? Once again, because the law that was given to our people was the error of angels. That's why you find certain things like rape. All you have to do is just pay some money to the father and the mother, and that's fine, bro. You can just marry the woman that you just traumatize at a conscious, emotional, and spiritual levels, right? That's you guys' solution. See, that's why it's called the error of the angels. By leaven, quote unquote, is meant the desire for the error of the angels, demons, and stars. As for the Pharisees and scribes, they belong to the archons who have authority over them. You see that? That's why you guys are under the bondage of these gods. But no one living under the law is able to live these gates to the truth, for they cannot serve two masters. You see that? Which is, I suspect, a lot of people that come and listen to our podcast, bro. Even though you guys understand what we're bringing out, you guys are still serving two masters, meaning you guys serving the era of the angels, and you guys are trying to serve Christ, even though Christ belongs to a different father, not the father of the Old Testament, bro. Right? But anyways, for the law's defilement is clear. You see that? For the laws defilement laws for the law's defilement is clear, but undefilement belongs to the light. You see that? The law commands one to take a husband or take a wife and to produce children to multiply like the sand of the sea. But passion, which is their delight, controls the souls of those who are begotten down here. You see why? Because again, I told you guys there's two types of people on this planet. You have the sons of light and you have the sons of darkness. You have the first Adamites that belong to Mother Wisdom, and you have the second creation, which is the creation of the Elohim, when they themselves created the second set of Adam and Eve according to the likeness of the first one, meaning the original one. So that's why we see what we see on this planet. Those who defile and are defiled in return, so that the law might be fulfilled by them. They show that they are helping the world and turning away from the light. For them, it will be impossible to pass by the archons of darkness until they have paid the last cent. You see, which is basically when you guys die. A lot of these demons, a lot of these people, these gatekeepers that are out there in other dimensions, they're guarding these gates, which transport you into a different dimension when you guys die. Because when you guys die, you're supposed to travel to the source. You're supposed to go back to source. That's the whole point. Because you guys came on this planet to learn a lesson, right? But again, when you guys die, if you guys do not know this information, you guys are going to get tricked by these false angels, these archons, principalities, aka the gatekeepers that are guarding. Bro, they're in charge of the wheel of reincarnation, which means that what, bro, when you guys die, right? This is the information I'm about to bring out. This is why this podcast is titled how to fight against the archons, basically. How do we fight against them, bro, and battle against them in the spiritual realms? Well, one of the greatest things in the knowledge that you guys supposed to get, if you guys don't get anything else, this is the most valuable information that you guys can get. This is what the Gnostics, this is what Christ even spoke about when he even went into the other dimensions to free and preach the ancient spirits of ancient times. You guys remember when I brought that out in the book of First Peter, right? When Christ went into the other dimensions for 3 days and 3 nights, he was traveling in various dimensions, freeing the ancient spirits of old, bro, preaching the truth, right? And so on and so forth. So um I don't know, man. I just don't know. It, I know to a lot of people this is just heavy information. It's just too heavy to comprehend, maybe, or it clashes with the current understanding that you guys have when it comes to God, the God of the Bible, aka Yahweh, and so on and so forth. Even though the book, was edited in the year 325 under the Council of Nicaea, when Constantine was part of the Roman Empire back in those days. So what makes you think, bro, that you guys have the actual truth and the true Torah yourselves? That book that you guys have carrying, which is called the Bible, it has many additions and a lot of stuff that was taken away, a lot of things that were added onto it, and whatever the like. So that's why these manuscripts are key, bro. This is why the Catholic Church and the Roman Empire, bro, try to do their own thing. The bishops of Rome, especially um, what's his name, Irenaeus of Lyon. He's the one that managed to create a slander campaign against the Gnostics themselves. This is why you have Ram and Jeremiah and all those demons over there, following their false god and their demon and their error of the angels. saying such horrible things against the Hebrews that were living in Egypt, that left these amazing writings, bro, that completely destroys the notion and the people and the things that people believe today. So, but passion, which is their delight, controls their souls of those who are begotten down here, those who defile and are defiled in return, so that the law might be fulfilled by them. They show that they are helping the world. You see, you guys are helping the world. And who is the God of this world? Yeah, exactly. That's the God that you guys follow. Just like Northern Kingdom Prophets clearly says, like, oh well, Yahweh created this world. Yahweh is also the ruler of this planet, even though the scriptures literally tells you who rules this world, which is Satan. So I suspect a lot of people without them knowing are following Satan themselves. I mean Satan himself. They show that they are helping the world and turning away from the light. You see, that's what you guys do. You guys have turned away from the light and have called what's darkness light, and you have called what's light darkness. That's why you subscribe to, oh yeah, yeah, if my daughter, or my son blaspheme against Yahweh, yeah, 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 I'm gonna do this and that and the third. You guys know what you guys are gonna do. Why? Because you follow the error of the angels. Right there, you see, it's men desire for the error of the angels. That's what you guys follow. For them, it will be impossible to pass by the archons of darkness until they have paid the last cent. See, that's why you guys are gonna keep coming back onto this planet without understanding the whole council and the crafty council against humanity and the souls of humanity, bro. So the Inca were the breastplates on their heads as well. Well, the Aztecs were doing it, the Toltecs were doing it, the Tlaxcalans were doing it, the Mayans were doing it. Uh, yeah, bro. There's a lot of the Incas were doing it, bro. So it's not just one group of people. All of our people were literally they have the Hebrewism customs within their culture, bro. All of them.
Hey, hey, real quick, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Then just real quick, to also back up your argument about how Ram and them were trying to discredit the Israelites that were living in Egypt, right? I guess, like I said, Isaiah, in the book, but in the book of Isaiah 19, it says that Yahweh will send them a savior, not a lying spirit or somebody that was going to make them fall off.
Um. Um. Are you there, bro?
Yeah, you heard what I said?
Yeah, but can you expound more, like, because people probably don't follow you, because it's been a while since we done a
No,
podcast.
it was about the statement you made about how Ram and them made the argument about the Nag Hammadi scriptures not being authentic because he said because the Jews or the Israelites were going off in Egypt, right? But my
Right.
my response would be, how is that possible when Isaiah 19 tells them that Yahweh will send the Jews that were living in Egypt a savior, not a lying spirit, not someone who's going to teach them falsehood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But
yeah.
a Messiah, which we all know was Ananias the fourth, the Levitical priest from the
Exact.
Zadok.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Jose Vega is talking about, I think, Isaiah 19 when it talks about Onias the third, which we believe is the priest that was spoken of in Isaiah 19, especially verses, what is it, 22, 24, 25, and down, and whatever. Which again, Angel Ramos couldn't even answer. But yeah, exactly, bro. So I mean, that's a big difference right there versus what we read in the sometimes in the Torah when you have Yahweh having a council sending lying spirits, bro. That's why our people are still in deception, and that's why when I suspect that I hope not that when people die, like the ones that we know of today, the ones that have heard of the ancient watchmen, the ones that understand what we're bringing out, or they at least they have heard, bro. Whenever you guys pass from this world, just remember what's gonna happen, bro, when you guys leave your body, because your soul, your spirit has to travel in a highway going back to the source, bro. Now, what happens when you guys are driving through the highway in your cars, like especially like back home, bro? When you guys are driving your cars in the highways back home, like in Mexico and South America, there's a lot of danger, bro, on the roads. You guys can be the blo- the roads could get blocked by bandits or bad guys. That's we're talking about in the physical realm right here on this planet, right? When you guys are driving. Now, think about what happens when your soul is traversing these various dimension, going back to source. You don't think there's certain beings out there that are just trying to catch these souls, bro? They are, and that's exactly what I'm about to bring out in a minute. Um, First of all, morning star Shabbat. When you talk about the Issacharites, the so-called Mexicans are not Issacharites, bro. That's just that's part of the 12 tribe chart that was created under deception, bro, under a false prophet named Aria. Aria is the one that pushed this 12 tribe chart in which he himself put the Hamites on top of the real Shemitic Hebrew Israelites, on top of the Hebrew Israelites, and a lot of these Africans um, put themselves as the Judites and the Levites, meaning what? The kingship and the priesthood. You guys took it from the actual Shemitic Hebrew Israelites, bro. As a matter of fact, since you're asking to show you, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that you guys weren't even awake way back in the day, bro. Well, that's what we're gonna go into, bro. This is why you guys are still in the era of the angels. This is why you guys are subscribing to this nonsense bullshit of the 12 tribe chart and the so-called Negro man is the Judites and the Haitians. They're the Levites because they're sacrificing chickens. Like what, bro? Stupidity, bro. But Hispanics and natives, they're still following this folly. Why? Once again, bro, it's right there. Now I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with spiritual ears and not with their physical ones. See, for many have sought for the truth, but have not been able to find it because of the old leaven, which is the things that you guys are pushing out right now. The whole thing about, oh, yo, I can't believe the Mexicans, they're not the Judites. What are you talking about? Well, like again, bro, we're not subscribing to these ideas, bro. If we want to subscribe to those ideas, then according to our understanding and the things that we have brought out, the gypsies will be Southern Kingdom, regardless, bro. Point blank, period. The gypsies will be the real Shemitic Hebrew Israelites, mostly Judites, Benjamites, and Levites themselves. And we also have a class on these matters. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Watch this. All right, I'm gonna show you, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the class that we've done. Anybody that's interested in watching, we have brought out the records on how the One West camps began with the so-called Negroes, aka African Americans from the slave trade of the 1600s, which are really canonized in Egyptians anyway. At the end of the day, but they were learning under the white men, under the tutelage and the teachings of the white men, aka the Jewish men. And I posted all the records. I posted all the black supremacy ideologies that they started teaching going back to the 1600s by two Jewish rabbis, black Jewish rabbis. As a matter of fact, one of them was an Ethiopian, aka a Cushite. He was a Cushite. I think his name was what was his name? Rabbi Four. I think he was the Cushite one. He's the one that pushed out this idea about King Solomon being black, King David being black, 12 tribes being black, and so on and so forth, which is a complete lie. We have debunked all this information out. So, but we're gonna see it, bro. We're gonna see it. And no, we're not saying that the Mexicans are Southern Kingdom either. We're saying that the we're saying that the gypsies are Southern Kingdom. If you guys want to, go by Southern and Northern Kingdom. Now, again, not all Mexicans. If you guys want to subscribe to this bullshit 12 tribe chart, which is fake, it was created by a Hamite, supposedly having a prophecy that the Southern Kingdom will be the Negroes, and that the Judites will be the African Americans, and that the Haitians will be the Levites. Oh, like how dandy, right? Nice and dandy to you having quote unquote a head start, putting yourselves in charge of what? Of lies and deception. Anyways, we're gonna go into that in a minute, bro. Watch this. We're gonna go into all that.
The kingship and the priesthood belongs to them, and we don't get shit. Basically, second class citizens.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We're gonna go into our classes, bro, and we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you these classes that we're talking about. Oh, you see that? Oh well, I'm gonna show you that later. But anyways, we have a beautiful class on many subjects, bro. But where is it at? See, we have a class debunking Adam was not black. See, we have a class on that. Right there, we have an interview with the gypsies, bro. You guys can, if you guys watch that interview, bro, you guys gonna see the gypsies look like Mexicans. They look like Hispanics, and they look like Native Americans, bro. Straight up. We have Christ is not an African man. Stop the lies. So we go into the scriptures. We go into the Septuagint. We go into the Greek, and it's all debunked right there. Christ not being black, and so on and so forth, bro. We have other classes. Relearn Isaiah 3:16 and 17 decoded, bro. It's right there. It's not talking about black woman being bald, bro. You guys can relearn a lot of things. Jose Vega did a beautiful class on exposing King David having goat's hair. Where's the woolly hair right there, bro? You guys can watch that class. It's right there. The facts are right there. The Jews are not black. See, the Jews are not black. Jeremiah 14:2 decoded, bro. It's all right there. And the class that I was talking to you about, Morning Star, right there, bro. Now, I'm just gonna click a little bit, and we're gonna watch just a little of the content that I brought out. Hold on. Let's make it bigger.
Shalom, Yashar. Your brother Shamar with Ancient Watchmen. The so-called Holy Spirit, which is He on people. Back in the day. Anyways, let's read on. Ford was a luminary in the Universal Negro Improvement Association. You see, these people were not for our people. No. Religion, history, and culture anthropology present an Africanist agenda, as we can see right here. Afrocentric perspective, you see? That's what they were about, an Afrocentric perspective. And this is the guy that pushed that ideology. You see, so the Canaanite movement began with Masons, which learned, aka Israel United in Canaan, with a Mason of the Canaanite movement from the Sikari, right? And you gotta make symbolism. This is the guy that pushed that ideology, and he taught all these people. And later on, a lot of the scams, ISUPK and all these scams, the pioneers. Let's read it. It says, on what basis do the commandment keepers conclude that the so-called Negro are really the Hebrews of the Bible? The members of the sect are devoted readers of the Bible and know many long passages of it by heart.
Anyway, bro, I don't want to play the whole thing, but you guys can go watch it. I pull up all the records when it comes to a lot of the African American community that was learning under the white man, bro. I mentioned the rabbis. I mentioned some of the politicians involved in the Black Hebrew Israelite community, quote unquote, rising up to claim themselves to be the Jews and whatnot. And a lot of the rhetoric that was created after that is because a lot of the Jewish men didn't allow the Africans to become rabbis. They were not allowed to become rabbis, bro. So and then we also brought out all the books regarding how there was a lot of African slaves that came on the side of the world, already converted into Judaism, going back to the 1400s, 1500s, 16, 17, 1800s, bro. So there was a lot of Jewish synagogues, and a lot of Jews that came on the side of the world, in the colonies, and they brought their own slaves that were already converted into Judaism. As a matter of fact, many African slaves that came with the Jewish men, as free men and free women, they had Hebrew names as well. This is why you have a lot of brothers in the community saying, "Oh, you see, brother, yeah, you see a lot of Africans with Hebrew names. See, that means that we are the people of the book." Well, wait a minute. According to the records, bro, a lot of these brothers were converted, and a lot of the them themselves were circumcised. They were eating kosher foods, and they were converted in order to be better slaves. And that's what happened, the conversion. So a lot of the African American community, they're just a bunch of converts. That's basically it. And again, we have brought out the books. We have a class on that as well. We read all the pages regarding what I'm saying. So
Why don't just Morningstar join the panel and ask us questions?
I don't know. Let me share the link. Let's see if brother Morning Star Shabbat wants to come and talk about stuff. Shalom, welcome to live. We're gonna invite Morning Star Shabbat because it appears, I don't know who he is, or uh what camp he belongs to, but we would like to have a chat with you, bro, since you're over here pushing this one West garbage onto Hispanics and natives. So we're gonna see, and I suspect that a lot of these brothers that come in here, they still have this old leaven, the leaven of the Pharisees and the scribes, that and the law that they follow has overcome them, right? That's why they subscribe to the error of the angels. That's exactly why. That's why we read it over here. See, by leaven is meant desire for the error of the angels. You see that? That's why you guys follow. Well, this is Monday Night Smoke, bro. We're always everywhere, bro. Just like the waters are everywhere on the planet. Well, the waters are the same way. The smoke is also the same way, because when you have smoke, the smoke disperses, scatters itself everywhere. So, I mean, are you complaining about the smoke or what? It's only friendly smoke, bro. It's not. We're not threatening nobody, bro. We're just talking, having a conversation with everybody else. But it appears that you guys don't want to talk, right? No, I didn't put words in your mouth, bro. But according to the science, you're talking about Issachar being the Messiah, one West doctrine, bro. We don't subscribe to that falsehood from a false prophet, going back to the 1600s, named Arya, which is the one that supposedly had a dream about this 12 tribe chart, which is fake, which is exactly what you're bringing out over here, talking about oh, it's Christ, how can that? They're not Northern Kingdom. How can Mexicans be Southern Kingdom? I mean, no way. Why? Because in your mind, you still think that the so-called Negroes are the Southern Kingdom, and that you're supposed to bow down to their ideologies and their false understandings that it comes from the era of the angels, which is what you guys follow anyway. Why? Again, 2 Corinthians 3:15 is beautiful. Every time you guys read Moses, there's a veil of darkness upon your minds. Bro, and this is exactly what the brothers were talking about. It says, and what is only of soul cannot grasp what is of spirit. You see that? What is only of soul, you see? Which again, a lot of people have a soul, bro. Everybody on this planet have a soul, but do they have the spirit, the quickening spirit, the spirit that wakes you up? See that? That's the problem. That's the problem right there. And what is only of soul cannot be grasped what is of spirit. You see, that's why a lot of people don't understand. Because I suspect a lot of people only have a soul, meaning what? Meaning that they have been animated. That's why when we speak in Spanish, we call what? Las ánimas. Las ánimas que regresan del otro lado. Las ánimas, the word animas, it's talking about the animation of the body. To animate a body means that that body has a soul. Now, it becomes a living being when you are given the spirit, meaning the quickening spirit, which is what Christ had and many other sons of light have today. But the sons of darkness, bro, it appears that a lot of them have a soul. Is why a lot of people don't understand a lot of stuff. Now, don't get it confused, bro. There's sons of light that are still sleeping, bro. They're in the cocoon sleeping, and that's why the sons of light we risen up to shine the beacon of light to those who need light in the darkness, bro. That's basically what's going on. Yeah, people don't want to talk, bro. They just want to talk all this craziness, and then that's what they do.
So Morning Star, you're not going to join the conversation.
I'm gonna share the link again, Morning Star. Hopefully you're able to click on it and bring yourself into the panel, bro, so we can have a better understanding where you're coming from. I don't know what you really believe in. And again, I don't want to say the wrong thing about who you are. So why don't you just come into the panel, bro, and speak your piece, and then we shall be able to talk about stuff or have a dialogue instead of typing away on the boards, bro. Hopefully you're able to click on the link. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to the live. Okay, so if we're bugging out, can you come and teach us the right way? Can you show us the way?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think he's just I think he might be a troll, bro. He just might be a troll because at the end of the day, no person in their right mind will watch somebody that they don't like or don't like what they're teaching. I know I don't. I don't go around sitting around watching people's videos or lives that I don't like what they're teaching or stuff like that, unless I'm there to debate a cause. Hmm. So that didn't make any sense. This whole time he's just been sitting there just watching and just listening. That's just crazy. But I saw you put Jeremiah on timeout.
Yeah, I did.
I don't
Yeah,
think he
he's
was. I don't think he was commenting at us. I think he was commenting with people on the chat.
oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. At this point, I don't know the intentions of some of these people.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't, Walter's, it's facts. If you don't like it, just move on. I don't. It's-
Let me bring this out, bro. Let me bring this out because this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. According to Morning Star, Shabbat, he's saying that we're bugging out. I'll pass because we're sending him the invitation to come and debate that cause and have a dialogue with us. He doesn't want to do it, but he claims that we're bugging out. Now, Morning Star Shabbat, if you actually believe in the scriptures, this is what you're supposed to be doing, bro. If you really believe in the Bible, bro, because a lot of people claim to believe in the Bible, bro. Right? And you guys claim that we're bugging out, but check this out. If someone's bugging out, what are you supposed to do according to the Torah, bro? Watch this. 2 Timothy chapter 4 and 2, it says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. See, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. You see that? So according to 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2, if you think we're bugging out, sir, what you're commanded to do is preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, meaning you have to be ready, bro, regardless. It says be instant in season and out of season. Reprove. See, out of season, no matter where you are, reprove. No matter where you're at rebuke. No matter where you're at, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. But you mean to tell me that you don't want to do that? See that? See that you guys don't even believe in your book? So again, anybody over there out there that thinks we're bugging out, we would like to hear you out and come and dialogue with us. Show us where we're bugging out. Show me where I'm bugging out. Yeah, we dealt with him as well.
He
All
said,
he
"Good
does,
Judah Nazareth."
yeah, everybody likes to run to their daddy all the time. I was like, where's daddy? That's what they want to do, bro.
Oh man, it's we already had Judah admit many things.
Morning Star Shabbat. What tribe am I? I'm the tribe of the sons of light. That's it. I'm one of the tribes of the sons of light. Yeah. Anything else you want to share, Vega, or what?
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm pretty tired, bro. I got a pretty busy week. I was busy this weekend fixing some cars on the side, and I gotta fix some more cars this week, and also do my job. So It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
man, I
pretty
hear you
debate.
out. Yeah, I hear you out. Yeah, we're gonna close out in a minute anyway.
Says I won't debate because you don't believe in any tribes of Israel anymore. Of course, we believe in the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
We just don't teach tribalism. And again, it doesn't even matter if you're an Israelite or not. You know what I'm saying? People are so caught up in being Israelites, they forget how many times the Most High has called the Israelites negative things like fowls of the air and beasts of the field and wicked ass heathens, you know?
Or like the nation of Israel has also been called a whore.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
what type of
People,
relationship? Like, this is the thing, bro. A lot of people out there, especially women, bro. You got a lot of women out there that love toxic men, right? I'm talking about when I talk about toxic relationships. I'm talking about men or women that like to abuse their men or their women, whether you be a woman or you whether be a man, regardless. Abuse happens in the males and the females as well, right? So a lot of people love that, bro. A lot of people love to be in toxicity. They like to be called whores. They like to be slapped in the face, bro. They like to be treated like the lowest of the low, bro. Right? And there's women out there, and it's sad. Why? Because they're accustomed to that idea. They're used to, like, in their minds. That's okay, bro. And that's the thing that happens with the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel was in like the nation of Israel involved herself with these angels, is the error of the angels, these demons and stars that our people were following back in the day, and were deceived, engaged, and brought into bondage at a spiritual level way back in ancient times. And that's why you guys still subscribe to this idea. Why? Because you love your oppressor, right? It's a psychological effect that you guys have at a subconscious level for many, many, many generations, bro, for millenniums. How long was it that when Moses prescribed the law supposedly to the Israelites? What is it, 4,000, 3,500 years ago? Well, let's say 4,000. It's been 4,000 years, bro, of this indoctrination at a subconscious level of every single one of you. That's why you guys still subscribe to this idea of slavery and bondage and suffering and curses and all this other stuff. Why? Because that's what you guys are used to. You guys are used to suffering and evil and darkness. Why? Because your God dwells in darkness. Your God is a dragon. Your God is a serpent being called Leviathan that is described in the book of Psalms, chapter 18. Your God, Satan, is the one that told David to commit a census against the people. And then later on, Satan himself sent one of his angels and commanders to kill the people, and 70,000 people died innocently without any regards of the law, and they were judged by the matter of the law without any law being broken, so on and so forth. And I could continue to go on and on and on and on, bro, about many things. And you guys still subscribe to that. Why? Second Corinthians chapter 3 verse 15, bro, when it says that every time you guys read the Torah, there's darkness, there's a veil of darkness upon your mind, your mind. But
he says, damn right, I'm an Israelite. I want recompense for my enemies. I'll take your portion then. Oh,
see, this
man.
is see, bro. See, this is what I'm saying. These clowns are still brainwashed, bro. Even after what we read about these gods and their demons that they follow and the error of the angels, they still want to subscribe to trying to shed blood, and that's their lust that they have. I don't know. I don't know who he is, bro. I know that a lot of these dudes are just a bunch of cowards that are not gonna come on the channel, bro. All right, man. We're gonna. I'm gonna read this last piece, and then we're gonna take off, bro. Because these brothers don't ever want to talk. We do the shows for people to come and talk. They never want to talk, but they sure want to talk all these crap and all this nonsense on the boards. Great. Okay, so if my doctrines are weak, why don't you come and show us the weakness of our doctrines, bro? Go ahead. Again, bro. You got see this. This is what I'm saying. Um, again, bro. Fools. Like, what are you talking about? In what way? Because according to many scriptures, you guys are the foolish ones, bro. It says, "Come to me, all of you foolish ones, that you may receive as a gift the understanding that is good and excellent." See, right there. But you guys love foolishness. That's what you guys do. For a foolish person puts on folly like a robe. You see, like Morning Stars over here saying that we bug out, that our doctrine is weak, but he doesn't want to come and debate us where this doctrine of weakness is at. Show us these holes in our doctrines, bro. I mean, we've been waiting for everybody else to come and actually talk, and they never want to talk. Instead, they want to just slander. For a foolish person puts on folly like a robe, and like a garment of sorrow, he puts on shame. See, he crowns himself with ignorance. You see that? Just like a lot of these dudes talking about One West and this 12 tribe chart, and they think they have this high understanding of the scriptures when it's all folly and man-made doctrines that were pushed out by Africans way back in the 1960s when they were learning under the white men by the Jewish men. You guys can watch the class. He crowns himself with ignorance and seats himself on a throne of incomprehensions. You see that? That's why these dudes don't actually comprehend what we're even saying. Why? Again, 2 Corinthians 3:15. Every time they read Moses, there's darkness upon their minds. Since he is irrational, he leads only himself astray, for he's guided by ignorance, see, and follows the ways of every passionate desire. You see that? Which is the desire that he was talking about earlier. What is the desire? That desire right there. I want recompense for my enemies. I'll take your portion then. See? That's and follows the ways of every passionate desire. He swims in life's desires and has already sunk to the depths, thinking that he finds profit in doing things that are of no profit, which is what? Stoning people to death, doing this other wickedness of shedding blood against the nations, even though the scriptures literally says that if a nation repents, like there's no judgments against that nation. Literally, if that nation repents, there's no judgments against that nation. I'm gonna show you the scripture too in the Torah. See, uh, the poor wretch who goes through all these things will die because he does not have the mind as a helmsman, but he's like a ship tossed to and fro by the wind, and like a loose horse that has no rider. For this person needed the rider, which is reason. You see that? You guys have don't reason, bro. That's why you just utter things without even thinking. The poor wretch went astray because he didn't want advice. You guys, you see, you guys don't really want advice, but you guys want to follow your folly, your lies, deception given to you by the error of the angels. Went astray because he didn't want advice. He was tossed to and fro by three evils. He got himself dead as a father. You see, that's what you guys follow. Death as a father. Ignorance is your mother, and evil counsels he got as friends. The evil counsels, talking about the spirits of light and deception in the counsel of Yahweh. And evil counsels he got as a friends and brothers. Oh fool, you ought to be weep for yourself. You see that? That's Morning Star and everybody else, they're still subscribed to these wicked ideas and false understandings given to you by the error of the angels, demons, and stars. that you guys still follow until this very day. Yeah, the vengeance that he's talking about is against the sons of darkness, though. It's not really talking about um all the things, bro. And as a matter of fact, doesn't the Bible says that vengeance is mine? So why are you guys so worried about shedding bloodshed and all sort of stuff? Why is that always you guys' focus to do all these evil commandments, right? There it is, bro. I'm gonna show you that you guys' nonsense about, oh yeah, we gotta pay, for what they done against our people. Well, I'm gonna show you what your Torah says, since you guys, subscribe to the Torah, right? Jeremiah 18:8. It says, if that nation against whom I have pronounced turn from their evil, I will repent of the evil that I thought to do unto them. Your Torah, bro. Your prophets, right? Letting you know, bro, in Jeremiah 18:8, that if a nation repents of the things that they've done against the tribes, the judgments render against that nation that did evil against the nation of Israel, they're not gonna suffer the judgments render against them. Why? Because that's what they did. What did they do? It says, if that nation against whom I have pronounced turn from their evil, see, collectively, turn from their evil, I will repent of the evil that I thought to do unto them. See that? So that goes that notion about you, oh yeah, well they gotta pay for what they've done. Well, what if they all repent, bro? That's the whole point. If they repent, the judgments that you guys talking about and all this bloodshed that you guys want to do, bro, it's of none effect, because the God would already been forgiven them anyway. Why? Because they had already repented. Jeremiah 18:8. You guys can run from that. Stop it. You see, bro? So is God a homosexual because he doesn't want to pronounce the judgments that he render against the nation that repents? So if he doesn't want to fight anymore, is Yahweh a homosexual according to your own logic, because he doesn't want to do what he said he was going to do against the nation because they repented? See, even Yahweh doesn't even want to do judgments, if you guys want to claim that. See, if that nation against whom I have pronounced turn from their evil, I will repent of the evil that I thought I to do unto them. So Yahweh is going to see if the nations that went against Israel are going to repent. Guess what? There's going to be many nations that are going to repent. And guess what? Yahweh, if you guys want to subscribe to that name, is not going to do the judgments that he said he was going to do unto them. So according to your logic, so is Yahweh homosexual now because he doesn't want to fight against them? You see that? You guys are witnessing, bro, exactly what we're talking about, bro. See, this is why I'm not even surprised, bro, because again, this dude is accusing me of being homosexual. Now imagine what would happen if this was happening in the land and these clowns are accusing me of such and such. What would the people do? They will stone me to death. Why? Because Morning Star Shabbat has slandered my name of saying what he's saying. without any proof, right? But they follow the Torah. See, exactly what I read earlier in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, 3, verse 13. Literally tells you that every time Morning Star Shabbat reads his Bible, his Torah, there is darkness upon his mind. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 15. You guys can go ahead and read it. You guys want to post the scripture on the chat room right now? Go ahead. So that's basically right there, Morning Star. See, that's the problem. But hey, it is what it is, bro. You know, the sons of light are always gonna show their true colors. Christ said that you will know a tree by its fruits. Well, we can see the fruits of many people out here claiming to love God and claiming to have these knowledge and understanding and whatnot, bro. When in fact, you guys know who they're following. The testimony of the truth. Now I shall speak to those who understand how to listen with spiritual ears and not with their physical ones. For many have sought for the truth, but have not been able to find it because the old leaven of the Pharisees and scribes of the law has overcome them. By quote leaven end quote is meant desire for the error of the angels, demons, and the demons of lust, which is the sexual desires. Sexual desire is inspired by demonic forces, whose ruler is the archon of darkness, the creator. See that? Which is the guy what you guys follow. So that's why you have Morning Star acting up, like his demons are revolting within himself, because what we're speaking, bro, is the truth. And these gatekeepers don't want this truth to come out. That's why they rather say things like, oh, Ayash is a homosexual, or Ayash is this, and these guys are bug out, so their doctrine is weak and whatnot. Yet they never want to come on the board, like on the panel, and actually talk their shit. But we're bug outs, right? And our doctrine is weak. Okay. Anyways, oh, right, Matthew. All right, we're gonna read these last two scriptures and we're gonna take off. Hey, oh man, so you're not a god, but according to your Torah, I am a god. What are you talking about? The Torah clearly says in the book of Psalms that the Israelites are gods. So you're saying that I'm not a god, but your Torah clearly says that I am one. So, I mean, which one is it? Is it not? Are we not? Or what's going on? Yeah, anyway. So, once again, Matthew 13:15. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they seeing, see? Because they seeing, see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. See that? So that's why a lot of these things were spoken of in prophecy, and they later on decoded in the Gnostics. Why? Because these are the secret conversations that Christ was having with the disciples later on. That's why he said, therefore I speak I to them in parables. You see, dark sayings, parables, similitudes, bro. 13:13. Yeah. Yeah, well, Canaanites are calling themselves gods, but the Israelites, they don't call themselves gods. They're called gods by the Alahayam themselves. So there's a big difference. You have a group of people in the book of Ezekiel calling themselves that they are the gods, like we have proved many, many times. But on the other hand, you have the Israelites that they're being called gods by the Elohim. So that's a big difference right there. I hope you guys follow. Yeah, we're gonna take off in a minute, but I want to bring this out, these scriptures out before we take off. But once again, thanks for watching, thanks for joining us. Once again, this was the Ancient Watchman, episode 51. How to fight against the archons, aka the principalities that rule this planet. And that's what I'm gonna read right now, and then we're gonna take off. We're gonna go to the book of Mark. Let's see. Is that it? 11. Now let me read this out real quick, because this is true gnosis right here, what we're about to read. Mark 13:11, it says, whenever you are arrested and brought to trial, do not worry beforehand about what to say. Just say whatever is given you. Just say whatever is given you at the time. For it is not you speaking, but the Holy Spirit, which is Mother Wisdom. See that? So there's a lot of information that's going to come through people's mouths that is going to be channeled by the Spirit of Wisdom herself, right? And we're going to be the channelers, the messengers relaying this message out. And again, these messages are not going to be in the Bible. They're not going to be in books, bro. They're going to be in yourself, in your mind, and they're going to be channeled through you by Mother Wisdom herself. This is basically what's going on. So, but this scripture right here has a double meaning. This is referring to the disciples being brought to the judges and the magistrates and the rulers during the time of the Roman Empire back in those days. But again, the word is a double-edged sword. Well, this is also referring to when people die, you are going to be brought, when you die, your spirit, your soul is traversing through time and space back to, hold on. I was saying that whenever you guys die, you're traversing back to source through time and space, and in that traversing and that traveling of your soul and your spirit going back to source, there's demons, bro, that are gonna try to bring you back into judgment and say things that you didn't do in order to trick you into coming back into this planet. So that's basically what we're gonna read in a minute, and then we're gonna take off. Yeah, I think I swallow a hair or something, bro. But anyways, I wanna read this out, and we're gonna take off because it's getting late. All right, Matthew 13:11. All right, so Matthew 13:11, it says, he replied, because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. You see that? So that's what Christ was saying later on in verse 13, that a lot of the things that he was speaking in public, it was all parables, right? Because a lot of the Jews, we knew that they wouldn't understand. That's why they were persecuting Christ, calling him a blasphemer, a Torah breaker, a prince of the demons, and many other things. And they all conspired against him to kill him because of the information that he was sharing with the people. And a lot of the things that he was sharing, they didn't understand. So all the secrets of the kingdom were revealed to the disciples in secret, right here, bro. So Matthew 13:11, he replied, quote, because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, you see, the kingdom of heaven, not the kingdom of this planet, the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. You see, that's why they're upset. That's why they're upset. Now, the Gospel of Thomas, this is basically where all is decoded, bro, right here. These are the hidden sayings that the living Joshua spoke and Judas Thomas, the twin, recorded. See, the hidden sayings right there. So with that, we're going to read this last passage and we're going to call it a night, bro. Joshua, aka Emmanuel, reveals to James how he also will be delivered from suffering. Now, this is basically the spiritual aspect that I was talking to you about earlier. When a lot of the people die, your soul traverses through time and space as on their way back to source. And a lot of these demons called archons, uh, these ancient spirits, bro, they're the ones that are protecting the gates of reincarnation. This is why a lot of the souls, some of the souls, many of the souls of humanity are trapped and they're returned back to the planet and they're born in a different family under a different name and so on and so forth. And that's when people come back into this planet again. And there's a lot of records of people, evidence, empirical evidence of many children being born onto this planet, saying that they had already lived a life on this planet. And they even show you like where they live, the neighbors' names, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of evidence out there, but you guys can go and check it out. All right, so let's read it, bro. And we're gonna take off with this, bro. This is how you guys are gonna get rid of. This is how you're gonna defeat these demons when you guys die, bro. When you are in the spiritual realm and you out of your body, your soul is, getting ready to traverse time and space, going back to source, just like the scripture says. You guys remember when the scripture says that when people die, your spirit goes back to where? The Father, meaning the source, right? And so it's within that trip that souls encounter trouble. Now, this is the key of the whole thing. The master said unto him, James, look, I shall reveal to you your deliverance. When you are arrested and you face these sufferings, a multitude of people will arm themselves against you in order to seize you. 3 in particular will lay hold of you, those who sit as toll collectors, you see. Now, it's gonna show you, bro, later on that this is talking about spiritual matters, how there's gatekeepers collecting souls in the other realms. Check this out. Those who sit as toll collectors, not only do they demand toll, they also take away souls by theft. You see? By theft. I can't see it. If you fall into their hands, the one who is their guard, see, will say to you, who are you and where are you from? You see that? This is why it's key. It's very important to understand. Who are you, bro? Who are you really? Are you one of the sons of light or are you one of the sons of darkness? Like, that's why on our last podcast, I brought beautiful information regarding how to, go about questioning whether you're in the truth or not, right? So they're gonna ask you, bro. These demons are gonna ask you in the spiritual realms, who are you and where are you from? You are to say to him, I am a son, and I'm from the Father. He will say to you, what kind of son are you? And to what father do you belong? You see that? Why are these demons asking what father you belong to? Why? Because they serve a different father. They follow the king of the archons, which is Satan, the god of this world, which you guys call Yahweh, Yahdabead, El, Allah, and so on and so forth. He goes by different names. Uh, he will say to you, what kind of son are you? And to what father do you belong? You see that? You are to say to him, I am from the pre-existent Father, and I am a son of the pre-existent one. You see, he will say to you, with what mandate have you come? You are to say to him, I have come at the behest of the pre-existent one, that I may see those who are ours, those who have become aliens. He will say to you, of what kind are these aliens? Why? Because there's a lot of beings on this planet that you think they're humans and they're not. So they're literally like, they're disguising themselves as humans, but they're really not. Of what kind are these aliens? When it talks about aliens, it's not talking about the great green aliens with antennas, bro. Anything that's not from this planet is considered an alien, including Christ, including angels. Why? Because angels and Christ, they're interdimensional beings that do not belong, or they don't subscribe to the laws of physics of this planet. They follow all the rules of the ethereal realms, meaning the multidimensional places in other that are beyond, here. We don't see those. Of what kind are these aliens? You are to say to him, they are not entirely alien, but they are from Ahamat or Hakma, which is wisdom, who is female. She produced them when she brought this generation down from the pre-existent one. So they are not aliens, they are ours. They are ours because she who rules over them comes from the pre-existent one. You see, Mother Wisdom, which is the one that created the first Adam back in ancient times. Yet they are aliens because the pre-existent one did not have intercourse with her when she was about to produce them. Why? Because she literally created them out of thin air and gave the sons of Adam breath of life. Not only they became animated, meaning they have a soul, they had a spirit too. That's why the sons of darkness was always trying to battle and kill the sons of light. Maybe later on, bro, in a different podcast, like much later on, we're gonna expose a lot of this ancient civilization that belong to the ancient Adamites, the sons of light, later on, bro. But that's another subject for another day. Um, then the archons are gonna say, these gatekeepers are gonna say, they're gonna ask you, where will you go? You are to say to him, I shall return to the place I came from. If you say these things, you will avoid their attacks. Why? Because they're trying to trick you, bro, into coming back into this planet to reincarnate again. Why? Because if what they're doing, bro, these archons, these principalities that take care of they're in charge of the wheels of reincarnation. They want humans to return to this planet time after time after time again. Because the more they return, the more these archons can use them as batteries, because human beings are nothing more than batteries to these gods. They feed off the energy of you at a collective level. That's why we have wars. That's why we have like football games. What happens in a football game is that there is a collective of people creating a bubble of laughter and joy. Now, when you have a war, when the world and nations go into a war system, they're fighting amongst themselves, killing amongst themselves. You know what's being created? There's a ball of energy full of suffering, genocide, depression, anxiety, suffering, tears, and so on and so forth, bro. And this creates a massive bubble of energy that these archons are able to feed up upon. And that's why they want humans to continue to return to this planet. But this is the secret that Christ wanted to teach the disciples, that whenever you guys die, bro, and you encounter these beings, bro, you guys gotta straight up tell them, like, I'm going back to source. I only came here to help out the sons of light, to remember who they are, but I go back to source where I belong. And that's what you have to do. You have to exit this whole thing, this matrix. You guys gotta exit this matrix, bro. That's the whole point of what what the Gnostics were teaching, bro. So that's all I wanted to say, and I wanted to bring out, bro. Other than that, we're gonna call it a night, bro, and take off.
And you're not thinking right now. You're following orders. You're not thinking for yourself. You're not in touch with your soul. Because if you were, you would take that bullshit off and you would breathe freely, which is the #1 form of nutrition. And if you don't have proper oxygen, you can't have cognitive function. And if you can't think right, you're easily pushed around and controlled and manipulated.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you on Friday night, Miami, most likely. Peace out.